Understanding how to use and manipulate input and output files is essential both for creating larger projects and maintaining any data after the program ends. As you continue to program, you'll eventually reach the problem that, after the program ends, all the data and variables it stores on top of any user input will disappear. But, as you might have also experienced with games or on websites, your previous items, web searches, or open tabs are remembered. How is this possible? Well, that is done through input and output files. Input and output files work such that they allow any data to be stored in files, which allows that information or any changes to that information to persist between different program runs. Output files are used to write data to a file, while input files are used to read data from a file. And they're defined using the IFStream or OFStream data types. Additionally, while OFStream can create files, IFStream cannot. And an important flag in this regard is including ios::app when opening a file to write, so that any new information is written at the end of the file and doesn't overwrite any current information. This means that if you want information in a file to be saved between program runs, you shouldn't use OFStream to create a new file in your program, but should instead use it to open and then access a file to write to. Besides that, files work similarly to cin and cout, using the same angle bracket operators to get or put information into them. But it's important to remember that they need to use the .open function to access a file and should, afterwards, use the .close function to close that file when they're done, to also guard against any problems caused by multiple file variables accessing the same file. Some additional aspects of input and output files are that you should always check that they are opened successfully, that any information written to the file is in an understandable and trackable format, and that you can also use files to both read out and take in data, so programs can run without a user. Furthermore, as previously mentioned, I/O files also allow computers and the internet to exist as they do today, because they allow information to be read, stored, and then transferred between systems and devices, allowing you to save a photo, file, or download a game to your computer and then not lose them when you turn it off. Overall, I/O files are an essential part of modern-day computers and the internet because they form the foundation of all the storage and transfer of data throughout the world. I hope this gave you some useful insights, and thank you for listening.